Second grade teacher at Littleton STEM Academy passed away this morning after a long and courageous battle with cancer. And our social workers were dispatched immediately to provide support services for staff and students who may need to talk to somebody. Our thoughts and prayers are with the Dietrich family during this difficult time. Since our last meeting, staff and students have enjoyed an extended Thanksgiving break, and I hope we all took a moment to reflect on things for which we are most grateful. Among these, of course, is the dedication and talent of the employees here in the Littleton School District, support of our governing board. Southwest Food Service staff worked industriously to offer Thanksgiving meals to everybody in our schools. They served 5,289 Thanksgiving meals, which is an increase of over 200 from last year. So we also had visitors and family members joining us for the Thanksgiving feast. That adds another 1,486 meals served. That's more than we have kids. So thank you to Southwest for going above and beyond the call of duty, and everybody else for all that you do for our kids. We're also grateful for the teams of first responders in our community. As most of you know, one of our buses was hit by a truck that ran a stop sign, and the impact resulted in a bus rolling over. And while there were only 6 children on board along with the driver, everybody made it through in good shape. The school personnel were on site with first responders. We quickly contacted the parents of the kids involved, and there's been no major injuries. The kids were united with their families shortly after. The bus driver went to the hospital, but she's doing fine. We had lunch last week with her, and we're grateful for nearby homeowners who helped out with our students, as well as members of the Maricopa County Sheriff's Office who were there, Avondale Police Department who was there, the fire department who evaluated and released the kids on site. We used a variety of media to try to reassure parents, students that weren't involved, and our License to Learn ID program cards made it possible for us to identify the kids who were on board and quickly get a hold of their families. So the families impacted me pretty fast as well. So this is an example of why those big yellow buses are so important, such an important investment for the safety of our students. The mass of the bus creates a significantly reduced crash force experienced by the occupants compared to smaller vehicles. And this is how everybody was able to walk away with just bumps and bruises, minor injuries. And we want to continue to thank our voters for their investment in the safety of our kids and supporting bonds and overrides that fund big yellow buses. The Littleton elementary schools are champions in the generous spirit of the holidays, rallying students, faculty, and staff as well to participate in fundraisers and donation drives. Some examples are Collier Country Place, Quinton Student Organization sponsored food drive to support local food banks and assist families in need. Trace Rios held a sock mitten pajama food drive. Fine Arts and the Student Council food drive is still accepting donations this month. We can report the final number once that's completed, but I know they passed the 5,000 mark already. 5 of our campuses held turkey trots where students and families walked and jogged and won turkeys, pies, or even sacks of potatoes. At Astoria Vista STEM Academy, students circled the west field and stuffed a bin with a coupon after each lap for a chance to win a turkey, and staff members walked in the name of families with the greatest need. Quinton STEM Academy had hundreds of participants for their first community turkey trot with over 70 turkeys raffled. They also held their annual turkey run and were able to give out an additional 18 turkeys to the top boy and girl winners for each grade level. 5 Littleton families were able to attend the Christmas with a Cause event sponsored by the Honor, Encourage, Motivate, and Prosper Legacy Foundation earlier this month. This event was set up like a shopping mall with 20 to 25 stores allowing them to shop for clothing, toys, and household items. There's also a gift wrap shop, a postage-paid Christmas card shop, and presents for the whole family. So our thanks go out to the HEMP Legacy Foundation and Veronica Malone and School Support for bringing this opportunity to our attention. Next Monday, on December 17th, the district office staff will deliver gifts to the 48 residents of the Avondale Senior Village, and they'll be treated to a performance by our Fine Arts Da Capo Choir. Some of you may have heard them perform before. They're outstanding. And thank you to our champion Maria Williams and the HR department for helping coordinate that event. The Fine Arts Choir is comprised of over 160 4th through 8th grade students. And if they're in 5th through 8th grade, they're invited to try out for the Arizona Canthameros Honor Choir each year. It's a choir in which elementary schools from around the state submit student auditions to participate. And last year, Fine Arts was thrilled to send 8. This year, 13 students qualified. This attests the quality of the performers and their instructor, Mr. Travis White. Everyone is invited to see them for themselves when you attend the Winter Suite concert this Thursday at 7. And that's at the La Jolla Community High School, where both Fine Arts and La Jolla choirs will perform winter and holiday favorites, and some of those together. There is an additional concert tomorrow night at Fine Arts, but we're told if you don't already have a ticket, they're sold out. And that happened in less than 48 hours, so there's no more space. You're out of luck. You have to go to La Jolla on Thursday. Other learning activities to highlight this month were Election Day at Collier, where several of their classrooms got to experience the voting process, including voter registration cards, IDs, and voting booths. And over at Country Place, students brought their voice and their new ideas to staff teams working on the physical environment leadership notebooks, professional leadership learning, student leadership learning, and leadership day, and more. Students are gearing up for soccer season with practices being held this week. The first set of games for boys was yesterday, and the first set of games for girls today. So come out and support our students and coaches as they enter the soccer season. I know soccer at Tolleson Union is a really big idea. The kids did great in the state last year, so I think that's going to be wonderful for our kids. And in closing, I'd like to express our appreciation to Candy Carter for her donation of Thanksgiving meals for families in need, and to Miriam Viacana, for her donation for 8th grade field trip. Happy holidays, best wishes for 2019. That's all I have to say.